Hello children, today I will teach you 14th lesson Mughal Empire. Okay, 14th lesson Mughal Empire. Okay, so in the last class we have studied about the kings of Vijayanagara, Kakatiya kings, no? So that we have read about the Qutub Shahi's dynasty also, right? So now we are going to know about the Mughal Empire. So this is all about like a history basis lessons. Okay, history basis lessons. So a new dynasty called the Mughals began with the invasion in Babar in 1526 CE. Okay, so these Mughals administrative arrangements and ideas of governance and even architecture styles, okay, architecture styles also continued to influence the other rulers in many years. Even now also one of the Mughal emperor rulers house, okay, their house or as their residence, okay, that only used nowadays on the nation's day, on Independence Day, like that, on the Red Fort, okay, on the rampart of the Red Fort, okay, our Indian Prime Minister used to be hoist the flags, okay, on the rampart of the Red Fort. So that Red Fort, one of the residents of the Mughal emperors, okay, and their architecture style was also different and their arrangement of their governance also was different. Whose Mughal empires, and it was influenced to the other people, other rulers also. Okay, so actually who were these Mughals? Okay, who were these Mughals? So these Mughals actually were from ruling families of Central Asian countries like Uzbekistan and Mongolia. Okay, so they are from the Uzbekistan and Mongolia. Babar, the first Mughal emperor, okay, was forced to leave his ancestral throne due to the invasion of other ruler, and after years of wandering, okay, he seized Kabul in 1504, and in 1526 CE he defeated the Sultan of Delhi. Okay, he defeated the Sultan of Delhi, okay, and Ibrahim Lodi, and captured the Delhi and Agra. Okay, so same like that Vijayanagara and in Kakatiya, how was they have given that all the important rulers. Okay, so here also they have given list of the important rulers. Okay, important Mughal rulers. So see that the founder of this Mughal empire, who is he, you know? Babar. Okay, so who was the founder of the Mughal empire? Babar. Okay, Babar. He in 1526 CE defeated Ibrahim Lodi and established control over Agra and Delhi. Okay, so here they have added some of the figures of these important kings also. They have given clear study about the kings and as well as the pictures of that emperors also they have given. Next, after the Babar, Humayun, okay, from 1530 to 1556 CE. CE means here common era. Okay, so Humayun ruled, and Sher Khan defeated Humayun, forcing him to flee to Iran. In Iran, Humayun received help from the Shah. He recaptured Delhi again in 1555 CE, but died in an accident the following year. So after that, after 1556, Akbar ruled. Okay, next Humayun, and after this Humayun, next who was that ruled? You know, Akbar. Okay, so Akbar ruled from 1556 CE to 1605. Okay, 1605. So, but actually, here Akbar was 13 years old. That means very young only he became, very young age only he became the emperor of the Mughal Empire. Okay, and he conquered the Bengal, Central India, Rajasthan and Gujarat, and as well as he conquered the Afghanistan, Kashmir and some of the portions of Deccan. Deccan means like South India side. Okay, so and here they have given, look at the empire map 1. Here this is the Akbar region's time. So where is that all yellow color shaded they have given, no? So this is all the Akbar. Okay, Akbar Empire. He conquered some of the places in the Afghanistan areas, okay, and in Kashmir areas, so like that. So what was the speciality about the Akbar, you know? He was in very younger age only he became emperor, and he conquered many places. He expanded his empire more and more, okay, and he used in different policies, okay. Used in different policies in his administration. Okay, so we'll have in the next lesson about the clearly what was the Akbar policies and all. Okay, so next after the Akbar ruled by the Jahangir. Okay, after the Akbar ruled by the Jahangir. Okay, so Jahangir, he ruled till 1627. Military campaigns started by the Akbar and this Jahangir continued that, but no major conquest. Okay, he did not conquest any places, but whatever the military campaigns Akbar continued, no, so that Jahangir was also continued. So after the Jahangir, Shah Jahan ruled. So this Mughal Empire ruled by the after Jahangir, who ruled? Shah Jahan. Okay, Shah Jahan. So Mughal campaign continued to the Deccan side in this Shah Jahan's time. Okay, but he faced many revolts. Who? Shah Jahan faced many revolts by nobles and by the chiefs of his empire. And there was a conflict over the succession among the Shah Jahan's son Aurangzeb was victorious and 3 brothers were killed. Shah Jahan was imprisoned for the rest of his life in Agra. Okay, so Shah Jahan was imprisoned till his death of his life because of his son Aurangzeb. Okay, so next till 1658 Shah Jahan was ruled. So after that Aurangzeb was ruled that Mughal Empire. So he tried to conquer the Assam but faced a number of revolts. Revolts means nothing but Tiruguvatulu, like Udyamalu. Okay, tried to conquer Assam, but he faced a number of revolts over his kingdom from Afghanistan, Assam, Rajasthan, Punjab and Deccan, etc. like Guru Tej Bahadur and Govind Singh, Shivaji and his own son. Akbar revolted against him. Shivaji succeeded in establishing an independent Maratha kingdom. Aurangzeb conquered Bijapur in 1685 CE and Golconda in 1687 CE. His death was followed by succession conflict among his son. So like this, these are all of the important Mughal empires. Okay, important Mughal empires. So next we have about relationship of the Mughals with other rulers. Okay, relationship of Mughals with other rulers. Okay, so how they maintain the relationship, you know. See, usually around at that time there was this before these Mughals arriving to the India. So India have ruled by many kings and many chieftains. Okay, many chiefs in the part of the country. But these Mughals, when they started the ruling in India, they sought out to bring all of them into their control, and they usually goes to conquer, and if they will not, if they listen, okay, if they surrendered to the Mughal empires, so they did not give any punishment, they did not conquer that place, but they have to rule under control of the Mughals. So they have to collect the tax and they have to pay to the Mughal empires, like that. And they did not capture the total place, okay. So as their wish and as how they ruled before, no, so same like that they can rule, but under the control of the Mughals. If anybody did not listen, if anybody did not surrender at the time of conquering, no, so they used to go for the war, and they maintained better army power, okay, they maintained better army power, and they announced the war on this opponents, okay, who were not listening at the Mughals. And they used some kind of the strategy to attract of some kingdoms also. See, for example, like they maintain like some matrimonials to some other kingdoms with for example to attract these Rajputs, okay, Rajput kingdoms, or else like in Jaipur places, they got married of these Jaipur or Rajasthani princes, and like that they are used to be conquer that places slowly. That means they used another kind of the strategy, that is nothing but like political strategy of marrying of princes of other local rulers. Here some of Jahangir's mother was the daughter of the Rajput ruler of Amber, that is now in the modern Jaipur, and Shah Jahan mother was the daughter of Rajput ruler of Jodhpur, okay. So like that they used, and they maintained always that better relationship with other rulers. If they accept, so they allowed them to continue as their rule, but under control of the Mughals. And if anybody refuse, at that time they used their army power, okay, to listen their policies and everything. Okay, so next about Mansabdars and Jagirdars. Okay, Mansabdars and Jagirdars. So as this empire is become expanded, so they are recruiting many people to work in this kingdom, and they recruited different kinds of the people, and different kinds of the languages, different kinds of the religions people also they called to do they called to do the work, like Iranians and Indian Muslims, Afghans, Rajputs and Marathas, some other groups also they employed in the work in this Mughal empire. And who joined in the Mughal empire? Okay, they enrolled as Mansabdars or rank holders. Okay, here Mansabdar means whoever joined as a workers, okay, whoever joined into the Mughal services, those called as Mansabdar. Okay, those called as Mansabdar, or they used to call us like rank holders. Okay, they used to call us like rank holders. So these Mansabdars used to do work under the empire. So whatever they work, even gardening work, even maintaining of the palace work, or else even suppress of any revolts, or else participate in the war. So like that, any work also they used to be ready to do the work and under control of the empire. Okay, so like that. And they usually selected Mughals designed a political system in which the Mansabdars could not act independently. Okay, so and another one that they could not act independently. So whatever the order given by the empires, that they have to be followed. And for the collection of the taxes also, they used to be keep some of the Mansabdars. And usually if we observe in the Vijayanagara and if we observe in the Kakatiyas, at that time, see in the Nayankara system like that, they are the responsible for collecting of the tax, and they are the responsible for whole that region, whatever their Shagir, even for solving of that issue. But here the Mansabdars Mansabdars, not like that. Okay, so they have to be follow that whatever the empire, whatever the Mughal empires, whatever they are giving suggestions or anything. They here for the Mansabdars, they do not have any choice to take any decisions independently. So what they'll do, they have to, whatever they assign the work, they have to do. If it is even for collection of the taxes also, they are used to collect the tax and give to the empire. And for that, these Mansabdars, they'll get the salaries. Okay, salaries or like a wages wise also, they used to get. And previously, in Vijayanagara kingdoms, at that times, who are appointed in that particular place only, they used to live, and the particular place have ruled by that person only. After some years, they became more powerful, no? So as this all observed, Mughal emperors changed these Mansabdars within 2 to 3 years to some other places. They changed these Mansabdars to other places. Why? Because if they continued in that particular Jagirdar places, they are become powerful, no? So that's why they used to change that Mansabdars 2 to 3 years, they changed it to the other locality. And some of the Mansabdars have the military responsibilities also. Okay, so some of them like horse riders, like or cavalrymen, and some of them used to get the training into the by using food like that. Okay, and but one more the thing here. See, the Mansabdar son would not be become a Mansabdar, and a Mansabdar whatever he earns something that not would be get to his son. So that all depends on the empire. If the empire wants to his Mansabdar sons only at the next Mansabdar, that he is wish of the totally of the Mansabdars. It's not like hereditary. This Mansabdar works not like the hereditary. That means should not be followed by the next generation. It's all the wish of the empire. If he wants to continue that person only as the next Mansabdar, so if the order by the empire, they'll continue, or else they'll recruit another person as the Mansabdars, and they receive their salaries as the revenue assignments called Jagirs. So they usually gave some places. Okay, so some of the villages called as like one Jagir. So they appointed for that Jagir one Mansabdar to one Jagir. For example, 2 to 3 villages or else 3 to 4 villages they used to call, and that is they called as like a Jagir. Okay, Jagir, and for each Jagir they used to appoint a Mansabdar. Okay, so these Mansabdar responsibility used to get the collection of the taxes and should give the information to the emperor. Okay, and if they are ready for any kind of the work, if they shown by the emperor, so these Mansabdar has to do. Okay, and actually the Mansabdar works only to get the collection of the taxes, and in each Jagir there are some of the officials also arranged by the Mughal emperors to check out all the officials, or else like any issues. Okay, to solve any issues, or else to get to know about that region, to know about that Jagir, everything is more and comfortably. Okay, to the emperors they appointed some of the officials to each Jagir. Okay, so this is about the Mansabdar and about the Jagir. So in the Akbar region's times, okay, in the Akbar regime, these Jagirs were carefully assisted so that their revenues were roughly equally to the salary of the Mansabdars. And by Aurangzeb region, there was a huge increase in the number of Mansabdars, which meant a long wait before they received a Jagir. So Akbar region times, he appointed more Mansabdars, and these and other factors created a shortage in the number of Jagirs. Mansabdars he appointed more, but the Jagirs were less, no? So Mansabdar used to be wait to get a Jagir. Okay, so at that time what was happened? So they got the shortage of number of Jagis. Okay, so next we will continue the lesson about the Japtime Jamindars of this lesson.